Well, this is Brother Peter. We're in the song, no, we're not in the Song of Solomon. We're in Ecclesiastes this morning, today. And we're going to read from chapter 4 and verse 16. He said, "Moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. The wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness. That iniquity was there." Now look at this. In the place of righteousness, he didn't see righteousness. He saw iniquity. Iniquity. What was iniquity? Iniquity is known sin that is continually done by a person who knows it's sin. Then it's iniquity. Well, you know what God said? God said, if you regard iniquity in your heart, I will not hear you or hear your prayers. I will not commune with you because I can't. Because I, God, cannot attain unto wickedness. I cannot fellowship with the devil. And I cannot fellowship with wickedness. And iniquity is wickedness. So he saw in that place that there was. He said, I said in my heart. Now he's talking to himself. God shall judge the righteous and the wicked. Wow, what a realization that God's going to judge both. He's going to judge the righteous and the wicked. He said, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. There's a time for every purpose and for every work. Do you know whether you're in your time? Are you in your time? Are you in the time you're supposed to be in? Are you where you're supposed to be? Are you here? Has God got you here for a purpose? And is your purpose being fulfilled? That's a good question, and that's what I asked myself a month or two ago. And I said, no, Peter, you're not fulfilling the purpose you were left here for. You're not left here to retire, sit back, and take it easy and please your little fat self. No, you're left here for a purpose, and that's to please God, and that's to pass on what God has given you. Has He given you some knowledge of the Word? You need to be passing it on. Has He given you something you need to pass on? Verse 18, I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see they themselves are beasts. I had to see that. I had to see that myself, I'm a beast. I'm a beast. You know what a beast does? A beast doesn't do anything but eat. Eat, 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 eat. Turn a horse out in the pasture and watch him. Watch him if you want to for 24 hours and see what that horse does. He'll eat and he'll wax fat and he'll kick. He'll run a little bit and he'll eat. And he'll wax fat and he'll get some muscles, get to flexing because he's ate so much. He'll kick a little bit and he'll run and then he'll eat some more. And then if he's a male horse and a female comes around, he's going to satisfy himself with a little female flesh, and then he's going to eat again. And what's the purpose? What is that horse doing? That horse is doing nothing but pleasing himself. And that's what man does. If you watch man today, everything he does is to please himself. That makes him just like the beast. And we're not supposed to be like that. Our duty is to please another, which is God. If we'll please God, He'll please us. So that's where we need to get. Verse 19. For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts. Even one thing befalleth them, as one dieth, so dieth another. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man hath no preeminence over the beast, for all is vanity. What's he saying here? Man has no preeminence over the beast, not when he's pleasing just himself. Now when he gets preeminence over the beast is when he realizes he's a creature of God. The volition and the validity that he does have was given to him to pass on about God to others. And if you're not doing that, then you're not doing what you're left here to do. You're as the beast. Now for the air. What about the air? I can tell you this for the air. What's happened here is the air is breathed by you and I, just like it's breathed by that animal. And Solomon's saying, hey, we're all breathing the same air, but we have two different entities. We're all breathing the same air, but we have two different purposes. The purpose that you and I have is to serve God and to wait on the Lord. Don't live like a beast. You know how if you're living like a beast, you're just living for the flesh. You're just living for yourself. All right. Look for this. For that which, all right. And now what he's saying here. Let's read 19 again. For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts. Even one thing befalleth them. One dieth and another comes up. Hey, that's like us. We're going to live here. I'm going to live here, sit at this table and upstairs in this house and sit here in this office, and I'm going to talk and I'm going to die. When I die, you know what? And not very long from now, somebody else will be sitting in this office at this table doing something else. But there'll be another person fill right in. So, and another, even another takes the place. Now, I want to quit breathing this air one day, and when I do, you know what? Another person's going to be breathing the air that I was breathing. He's going to come up, he's going to breathe the same air, and it's going to happen again. Things are going to go on, he's saying. But above the beast, for all is vanity. Solomon's famous word here was vanity and vexation of spirit. What is vanity? Vanity is beauty. Beauty is vanity. Beauty is deceiving. Be careful. Be very careful what you see that's beautiful, because what's beautiful usually is not the best. I would rather have me, the ugliest woman in the world, with a wart right there on the end of her nose and hair growing out of something on her chin, and have her who loved me and we were in a union one, than have the beautifulest woman in the world who got up in the morning, primped and got ready to go out and show the world her body and didn't care nothing about me. And that's a tough place to be in, my friend. All right. All go unto one place. All are by the dust. All are of the dust. Excuse me. All are of the dust, and all to dust again. We came from the dust. We're going back to the dust. Nobody is going to escape that, my friend. We're all going back where we came from. The question is when you go back to the dust, which way are you headed? Are you headed up or are you headed down? Now, if you're following yourself and the devil, you're headed for hell. But if you're following the Lord, you're going up to heaven. Now, I would rather be one speck of dust in heaven than a mountain of dust in hell. And verse 21, who knoweth the spirit of a man that goeth upward, and the spirit of a beast that goeth downward to the earth? Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? Who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? I can answer that. God will bring you to see what will be after you. Now, what Solomon is talking about here is in the flesh. He said, in the flesh, enjoy everything that you can. And that's okay, as long as you're doing it in the Lord. You know, it would not be wrong if my life was enjoying fishing. If every time I went out, I took somebody different with me, and I talked to them about the Lord, and I helped them out if they got problems in their marriage and they want to talk about it, and they got problems in the world, and they have found out they're out there fishing, but they're miserable. I can show you some miserable people. It kills me. A guy jumps out of bed 2 o'clock in the morning, and he gets ready, he goes, hooks up to his boat. He's hitting 85 and 90 miles an hour running down the interstate, trying to get to the fishing hole before daylight. And so he can get there and try to catch some fish. And all the time he's fishing, he's worrying about several things. He's worrying about, well, you know, even though he's got some money, he's done left a wife at home. And chances are it might not be well there. And because you can't just go